Like anyone else, I started out with just a regular 9 to 5 job, right? Growing and developing within corporate America. Eventually getting into the space of agile, scrum, and those type of things. And just really fell in love with it, eventually leaving corporate to where now I've built my own organization in that same vertical. What made me really and truly enjoy is that traditionally I had been a project manager before, right? Working in a waterfall environment. And when I got a taste of being a scrum master and being in that agile space, it was something that I fell in love with because it allowed me to do pretty much the project manager job just without a lot of the documentation on the back end of it. And that's partly why I fell in love with it. Plus I like the opportunity to deliver a portion of the product to our customer ahead of schedule.
What do you believe kind of separates you from, say, other consultants and trainers in this space? What makes you so unique?
What makes me unique is that not only have I done some of these jobs, but I understand fundamentally what it takes in order for an individual to grow and develop.
What are some of the common threads that, because one of the things, and correct me, one of the things that you do is you also train leadership or leaders for leadership roles, correct?
Correct.
What are some of the common threads across those leadership roles that you've held?
Across the board, I've held a variety of different leadership titles. I've led teams, I've led low performing teams, I've been given low performing teams intentionally. But as a leader, if you go in and you're really and truly doing the job the right way, people find you. And what I mean by that is that because of my leadership style, the way in which I manage, I had people from other teams and other departments reaching out to me for assistance. I had peers as well as people that were above me reaching out for a level of assistance. So early in my career, that showed me that I had the ability to train people that were below me, people that were on my level, as well as people above.
You said that you've been given low performing teams, high performing teams, and I guess some type of teams or leadership positions kind of like in the middle. Mm-hmm. Is there maybe one or two specific experiences that have kind of, that you can provide us with how it all turned out, or, what the results were? You mentioned low performing teams and you kind of laughed about it. And
I laugh about it because I was purposely given a low performing team from a guy that I used to work with. We worked at this company together. We got laid off. He ended up going to a different company and wanted me to come over. And he was adamant about me coming over. And I should have known then. That was the first sign. But once I got there, he gave me the lowest performing team in the department. Now, mind you, I had transitioned from one industry to a new industry for me. Mm. And I had a low performing team. And
the position you were at previously was a low performing team?
The new team
was a low performing
that I gained was a low performing team in a totally different industry. So I'm already behind the 8 ball when I take this job. But what I did rely upon were metrics and numbers, because regardless of what industry you're in, metrics and numbers just don't lie as it relates to performance. And so that's where I started to have conversations. And I'll admit I had probably about 3 people transfer out. But the remaining portion of the team ended up staying, and we ended up being the top team in just a few months. And that was basically honing in on what their metrics were, the percentage that they were hitting as it relates to the metrics, and the number of accounts that they weren't touching at all. But I don't just tell you what the problem is, I always come in with a solution. So even though they had over 400 or 500 accounts per person that they had to contact and work with, I implemented a new strategy in order for them to reach every customer within that portfolio within a certain time period. And by doing so, that put us at the top of the list as it relates to performance pretty quickly.